left Nana's. Now we're at the edge. I had to grab my man's John a gift or two because I didn't know he was like into
with tons of equipment and free fitness training.
It's the spiritual stuff
for
like
everybody to work out.
Even me. I didn't know my man's was into the spiritual stuff like me. So now we here with it. VMP gets
All heart. We all hurt. We all heart.
Do you teach people how to tattoo? Or how does that work? I guess that's the better question.
I did used to teach people. Lisa taught me and her taught in New York, and it was at the Tattoo Learning Center, and it was like $4,500 for 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
And in that 2 weeks, you'd end up doing 15 to 22 tattoos, depending on size. So we go over everything we teach you. Pretty much, you'd be able to do everything else. So I print that out.
Right.
And then you wanted this inside of it. Print that out. So you're gonna get the size, how you want it.
Right.
And then you saw me overlay it on the light table and draw this in here.
Yep.
Now some people, when you have an autistic child,
what works for one doesn't work for another.
yes. So they say if you meet one autistic child, you only met one autistic child.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
But I thought it would be cool to do YouTube videos and post stuff for my daughter on there. That way, other parents that might have a 2-year-old, because mine's 4,
Right.
can learn
What kind of helps?
Yeah, and sometimes you might come across something that helped one might help another.
Right.
And if you could help one, that's an amazing thing
Feeling,
to do.
right.
Because I know for the longest time, we went through, because you have to learn an autistic child.
Right.
You cannot, I've learned that I can't do the same thing I do with Paisley, my 7-year-old, that I do with Arya.
Exactly.
Arya has autism. So some of the things like we figured out that I thought was, you would never figure
Universal.
out. Well, I thought you would never figure it out like we would. And then I'm going to, we're going to start and do this therapy.
Eyebrows and stuff.
Oh, really?
Like that.
What, tat them all?
Yeah, like a micro. I forget what it's called.
Microblading.
Yes.
Microblading.
Thank you.
What, did you put hair in it or what?
No, they actually put ink in there.
Really? So Vaseline,
Yeah.
if you know how to solder, Vaseline's like flux.
Okay.
It draws the ink, lets the needle glide a little better.
Okay.
Better for your skin. Are we ready?
Yep.
Why? Super cool.
Now, is there a secret to how hard you push, or is that more of like something you just learn along the way?
Well, you don't want to push all the way down to the tube. You're kind of you're floating your needle across the skin.
Okay.
And you're just going down enough.
So it's almost like spray paint.
Yes.
Like graffiti.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. You said you did graffiti before.
Yeah, the spray paint art with the
Mhm.
planets, actually, like we was talking about, different planets.
Yeah, you said you went to Venice when you were a kid, and that's how it kind of all started for you.
Yeah.
So is that how you picked it up easy?
That's two different worlds.
Okay.
Spray paint versus tattooing.
Okay.
You go with spray paint, John?
I was.
Oh yeah.
I didn't get time for that no more. I did like doing it though. I can tell you that.
Where'd you learn? Your dad's garage?
No, I was doing it up California.
Really?
Yep.
that a rotary? Is that what they consider as a rotary?
Yeah.
Is it? Oh shit.
This cord, I will tell you this. They ain't changed the cords in the last 20 years.
What do you mean, the length?
I don't know if you're old enough to remember, but
It's all supposed to.
your mom, did your mom ever have a phone in the house, or your grandma on the wall?
Okay.
And when she first put the cord on, you could go 25 feet away from like you could walk around the whole house.
Yeah.
And then a month later, you was stuck against the wall because the
Okay.
cord twisted up.
It's the same thing with those.
Yeah, they just, from the use, but they're all braided like that. But like this won't take real long. This thing has like super long tattoo, you know. So you still have Target now or no?
Selling art. When I'm not selling art, I'll DoorDash and Instacart,
Oh, okay.
and then just like little odd jobs. Like I'm helping a friend right now. I'm learning how to cook.
Oh, that's
With
awesome.
a sous chef job with him.
That's very interesting.
What?
That's a good hobby,
Learn
cooking.
cooking?
Mhm.
Yeah. That's why
I watch those cooking shows all the time, and some of those people amaze me. Some of the talents, and
I was definitely indifferent about it at first, but then he was like, honestly, it's like art. You know, once
Well, yeah.
once he kind of put it like that, I was like, oh, you know, why not? I'll try it.
well, yeah, you start from nothing, you create something, and the best thing you get to eat it. How
Right.
good is that?
Yeah.
Like,
It all goes into you. And it kind of kept coming up too, like kind of how we were talking about like the universal thing. Like
Yeah.
I was in DC doing some Instacart, and and it was just like everywhere I go and run into like somebody who they were either a chef or they worked in a restaurant
yeah.
and every single person was like, yeah, man, it's like art. It's just like art. And I'd be like, interesting.
Yeah. Did you do Amazon? Delivery Amazon?
No, I didn't try that yet. I was thinking about it. I hear
My
that's
sister,
good
well,
money.
listen, my sister did it,
Mhm.
and her husband and Mare live down by DC.
Mhm.
Actually, they live. Well, I can't remember exactly because all I know is when you leave her old place, 10 minutes we'd be in front of the Pentagon.
Okay,
So it was Alexandria, maybe, or
that's a little bit farther from
Lisa.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to
Do you
think.
know what city Nikki was?
There's Arlington. There's
Woodbridge.
okay, yeah, that makes
Well,
sense.
Woodbridge now, but she's all around, right around DC.
Mhm.
It ain't far, so we get to go see the museums and all that. when
That's
we're
cool.
down there.
Yeah.
But she was doing Amazon, and the way she explained it is you download the app, do whatever you got to do there, and then when you look on the app, well, DC, that's a bigger city,
Right.
but it would say you would find a block, they call it. So you could pretty much pick what time,
Right.
and like say this block was 100 packages, it would tell you right there, we pay $150 for this. And then I'm going to
So man, we're gonna start and do this